And we back again. Another episode of Frankly Football. We're taking a break from the film sessions. I know we've been doing that a lot lately to talk about something that has been on everybody's mind. As we know, a week or two ago, Dak Prescott signed his franchise tag, securing him $31.4 million for the 2020 season.
Man, that's a
What
nice
does
contract.
he have to do from here? I'm going to let you start first.
Well, I mean, one, he signed the franchise tag. And we've gone back and forth, talked about who he is. So we have to say what the world says Dak Prescott is and what we as Cowboy Nations and the Joneses think who Dak Prescott is. The rest of the world, if you listen to all the other outside noise, he's not top 10. He gets carried, all those different things. You have, even inside Cowboy Nation, and I heard a beautiful live stream that you were on, Brandon, with Botch Lombardi, man. And if you have an opportunity, man, go back and listen to a lot of his content.
Great guy.
That
go check him out.
Right inside Cowboy Nation, some people love him, some people don't think he's worth it. But the people you have to worry about are the Joneses, because the Joneses said we want to pay him X amount of dollars. And what Reigns representatives are saying, we don't want to have a contract that's not in line with the rest of the world, the pay of the rest of the world's quarterbacks that everybody thinks is great. So let's go through that list of the quarterbacks that people think, without question, should get the money they should get. Okay? Pat Mahomes, no question about his money.
Roll the Brinks truck.
Just load it up. Russell Wilson, because he's done it together with two dudes from the fish market and the guy that works on the docks, right?
That's right.
You give Aaron Rodgers his money because of the way he throws the football and who he's been over the years.
Yep.
You talk about Drew Brees because who he is, and things of that nature. But when you start talking about the young guns, the guys that are coming in, the one that people love to say is better than Rain, who I don't believe is better than him, is Deshaun Watson. But
Absolutely.
the world thinks you're supposed to pay Deshaun Watson whatever he wants because he got a piss-poor general manager.
That's right.
He has a piss-poor general manager. So you think he should pay him whatever it is. So that's what the world is saying. He's not as good to want X amount of dollars or be the highest paid player in football or even be underneath to the point where right now over Russell Wilson. But when Pat Mahomes goes and gets his contract, that his contract doesn't fall to the point that it's 7th or 8th. And that's where the big problem lies.
Absolutely. I think that here's the long and short of it. The question that I arose at the beginning of this video was, Dak Prescott has signed his tag. What does he have to do from here? I don't think that Dak has to do anything but continue what he's been doing, to be honest, because Dak Prescott already kind of took this step in the 2019 season. He was asked to bet on himself, and he did that and came out on top.
Right.
Normally, you're not seeing situations where a guy has to do that twice. I can't think of any quarterback, especially, that has had to do that.
Right.
And you mentioned where the Jones family wants to slot Dak in at a very specific pay rate, and his performance is not going to predicate anything higher. The quarterback position is the only position on the field where that is never going to apply. It's going to always be increasing. Generally, guys are going to make about 10 to 15% more than the guy who was highest paid previously.
Right.
So with Dak, him just being in the time slot that he's in, that's where you're going to expect him to get paid based on that. So I don't think the Dak has to do anything. I feel like he lost a bit of leverage with the whole COVID situation in the world today. But as far as what he has to do, he's already completed it.
Well, you get a guy in the 4th round, pick 136, and you tried to draft not 1, not 2, but 3 quarterbacks ahead of him.
That's right.
You weren't expecting him to be that guy. To be totally honest, you expected him to be on the bench at least 2 years because you drafted a running back at 4 to back up Mr. Untouchable, aka
right.
Tony Romo. So he has outplayed his contract over and above what he could do. But
Absolutely.
more importantly, like you said, Brandon, he has gotten better every single year. I think last year, even though he had an 8-8 season, I think the biggest addition to this team that helped them was John Kitna and the mentality of see it and throw it. Whereas before, we talked about in 2018, we saw he took a lot of sacks. He cut his sacks daggum in half.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even with a banged up, not fully recovered Travis Frederick at center, and he cut him in half because he was getting the ball out of his hands and making better decisions with the football. So I want to say what he has to do is done what he's done every year. Get better.
Absolutely.
If he turns around this year, right, with the addition of the weapons of CeeDee Lamb, with Zeke having a full offseason to be inside the building or just be away from the
contract noise that he had.
Contract noise and be who he is. Tony Pollard getting a full season. I think he throws for 5,000 easy. Zeke goes for 1,400. You win 12, 13 games and get to the NFC Championship game. Nothing else he can do.
Now, let me ask you this.
He keeps taking the next step. He keeps winning football games, winning playoff games, and gets you to the precipice of where you want to be. If I can get to the playoffs and get into the tournament, anything can happen.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Now, let me ask you this, because he has roughly 2 more weeks that they can negotiate and hopefully get a long-term contract done. You think they get it done before that deadline reaches?
Right now, I don't believe they'll get it done because they're looking at numbers projected, and because of COVID and because of the amount of money that they have the ability or projected to lose because of not being able to put people back in stadiums, or people aren't going to feel comfortable enough to go to stadiums. That's going to hurt him this year, but he'll still end up getting his money ahead of time. He'll still end up getting $31 million this year, and with the way the cap is set right now, he'll get 37 next year. So it really puts you into that window, and it really gets you in the place where when he goes out this year and gets to the NFC Championship, probably get to the Super Bowl and have a chance to win it, he has you over a barrel. You got to pay him what you want, whatever he wants. Because once these other guys get signed and he does that kind of work, you can't franchise it.
Yeah.
There will be a section and portion of Cowboy Nation and the people out on the outside that will say the only reason he did it is because he was surrounded by weapons. But you tell me a guy who isn't surrounded by weapons and wins games. I'll wait.
Yeah, I can't think of many.
You can't think of none. Let's put it this way, and I know we're gonna run short. There's only 2 guys in the league right now that are trucks. There's a difference. You know, I run a small courier business. Okay, but when you deal with trucks, you either deal with a truck or a trailer, a truck and a flatbed, a truck and a reefer. The truck is the unit that pulls everything else. There's only 2 guys in the league that pull their teams. That's Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson.
Absolutely.
Everybody else, every last one of them, everybody else is a trailer, including Rain. Breeze is a trailer. Rodgers is a trailer. Garoppolo's a trailer. Wentz is a trailer. Goff is a trailer. There is only 2 trucks in the league. You can go on Roethlisberger is a trailer. You can go with all the prestige and everything. I am talking about guys who win games because of them alone, solely on their backs alone. Ben Roethlisberger has a coach that has never had a losing season in his presence of coaching.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna tell me that. That dude had what's that dude? That dude name was not Doug Dodgers, Doug Rogers. He had that dude, and he still didn't have a losing season.
Yeah.
You win games because of the different things around you. The only two guys who do it in spite of people around them are Rodgers and Mahomes. So everybody else falls into that line and say, okay, you can slot them wherever you want to. You can shuffle them how you want to. But no one's going to tell me that Dakota Prescott is not, in my opinion, a top 8 quarterback in the league. Put it where you want to.
Yeah.
Put it any way you want to.
And I can agree with the number. 8. I can agree with the number. But that right there, hey, that was a spicy take, man. That was a spicy take with that trailer and truck analogy. So we gonna kind of end it on that. You know, quarterbacks are a product of their environment in a lot of ways, like people are in our world today.
Absolutely.
So we gonna see how this Dak situation plays out. We just wanted to offer our takes for you right quick. So I do appreciate you taking this brief moment. We trying to come out with a little bit of short form think piece videos. You know, just hit them with the jab a little bit. So I hope that you like this. This is what we're gonna try to do more of, so that we don't take up a lot of your time like we do with our film studies, because we can get.
Yeah, we ain't gonna hold you too long. But while you're sitting and perusing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment, man. We love to hear from you.
That's right. Hey, so thank you again for joining us on Frankly Football. I'm Brandon.
I'm Set It Off Chris.
Peace.
Peace.